Hey YouTube, Simple Life Prepper here, and today on my video it's going to be a little bit more serious, so I'm trying not to be so chipper, but I always try to show a happy side and I always try to be positive. But today I need people in the comments to explain to me why, when people were protesting, wanting to go back to work and against the lockdown, all the nurses were going out and protesting against the people protesting, saying that they weren't social distancing and that it was not cool. But when people are protesting now, I just got done watching a YouTube live stream where it was showing the nurses applauding them for protesting, even though they weren't social distancing now. We do know that the pandemic hasn't changed. Nothing has changed. We don't have a cure for the pandemic. We do not have a cure for the CV. It's the same today as it was 3 weeks ago when we were locked in our homes. We do understand that, don't we? So stay tuned and we'll get into this. Okay, so I'm kind of going off the cuff. I don't have anything written down. These are all just thoughts in my head. So if I mess them up a little bit, please forgive me, okay? I'm just trying to throw some common sense out there because there are some things that have been going on this year since 2020 started that are not what they seem. Just so everybody knows that, okay? And everybody needs to come to the realization of that to some point, we're being played on all these things because there is something bigger coming. There is a storm coming. Something is getting ready to go down. It's big. It's economic. It's world changing. So, we need to open our eyes just a little bit, okay? So, that being said, I'm going to say this one more time. We covered it in our weekly wrap up. What I'm talking about today has nothing to do with the fact that people have the right to be mad right now and to be protesting. What I have to say today has nothing to do with that. So I want everybody to just put that to the side, okay? I'm totally everything peaceful protesting over the fact that George Floyd was murdered. Put it over here. That's fine, okay? This is not what I'm discussing. Today I am discussing the fact that a couple of weeks ago, when people were wanting their states reopened and people were wanting their jobs back because a quarter of Americans don't have their jobs anymore, don't have a livelihood anymore, and their jobs aren't coming back because the economy is collapsing. We are in a Great Depression and nobody even knows it yet. So when people were protesting and wanting to go back to work, have their livelihood, pay their bills, do what was right, the nurses were out there and the media was saying how it was all wrong. I don't remember one single thing being destroyed during those protests. I could be wrong. Tell me in the comments. Tell me all the violence that went on during the protests to reopen the country. Tell me. All right? But what I'm telling you right now is that then, like, the nurses were out there because we were going to put their lives at danger and we were going to cause, because they weren't social distancing in those protests to reopen America, that we were going to cause them, the outbreak to be worse and people were going to start, the numbers were going to start climbing and all this kind of stuff. And it was going to be horrible. So, then all this other stuff happened, right? Because the CV wasn't working anymore. You do know that's what this is. It's because the CV wasn't working anymore. We had to do something else, right? Okay, so, again, peaceful protesters are over here. George Floyd, totally worth, totally justified in protesting that. Totally justified, okay? But there is have you guys seen the protests? There is nobody social distancing. Some people are wearing masks. Some people aren't, But there is no social distancing going on. And nobody seems to care anymore. I have not heard the media once say, these people aren't social distancing. These people should be in their homes. We do know that CV is still a thing. No, I don't hear one of them because they're wanting this agenda right now. So I turn on, I'm watching the peaceful protests in D.C. today. And the protest is very peaceful. I really loved it. I was enjoying it. I was watching it and everything. And then all of a sudden, I see nurses that have come out from the hospital and they're applauding the protesters walking down the street. They're all for them. Yes, walk really close together. No social distancing needed. No mask needed. There is no problem. We don't care if you all come down with the CV and end up in the hospital and overwhelm us and put our lives in danger all of a sudden. Now, why is that? Because it's an agenda. The CV is an agenda. This has been taken over for an agenda. Remember how we never let a good crisis go to waste. Remember that. Always remember that. The people that are in charge never let a good crisis go to waste. They don't. So just don't forget that. I know. So anyway, it kind of perturbed me because I don't understand why all of a sudden it's okay for people to be in crowds, to be all herded together. I just don't understand what's going on here. Well, I do understand. So I'm hoping that I will get some of you guys to understand what's going on here. It's not good, and I hope we get a handle on it. It's Sunday right now, and it seems pretty calm right now. Of course, it's early in the day right now, and I'm sure all the people that were protesting last night are asleep now. But, I just don't understand it. It just seems like it's just all for a reason. Stuff is going on that is all for a reason. And I hope the storm doesn't get much bigger. I really hope the storm doesn't get much bigger because it could end up really bad for us. So anyway, I just think we need to get back on track. We need to get back to work. We need to social distance and follow all of our good hygiene because there is still a virus out there that is going around. We need to just, everybody does need to be just and fair in this world. I don't understand why everybody isn't just and fair in this world. I don't understand that. It perplexes me, And I think it's really sad that people took advantage of the peaceful protesters. It's very sad that people did take advantage of the peaceful protesters. I really think that's sad. But I hope that America wakes up and that people stop listening to people that have an agenda themselves. They're told what to say. They're told what to believe. I look around, I watch things, and I try to decide for myself what I believe instead of letting people tell me what I believe. So I listen to a wide range of sources and try not to be influenced by people that really want us to go down the wrong road, toward a road that we won't be able to turn back from. I wanted to do like a peaceful Bible study today and read part of what Jesus said because it was really about what was going on today. But then I saw these nurses applauding the protesting and the people not social distancing and the people without masks. And I just, what changed? What changed from 3 weeks ago when it wasn't okay to be out there to 3 weeks later when it's okay? And I know it's a different situation. I know that it's a different situation. But here we are. So anyway, that's about all that I have for this video. And maybe I will get together and get my my more Bible-focused thing going on, so that maybe I'll get that together for tomorrow's video, because the Bible explains a lot about what's going on in our country. I mean, not our country, our world. The Bible explains everything that's going on right now. It explains everything, you know? And so, anyway, I'm going to finish this up for now. And until next time, remember, keeping it simple is not the same as doing nothing.